Hi, this is Mama Maiz, and this is my first plant of the week video. So today we're going to be focusing on rosemary, which is one of my favorite herbs. I always like to start off the circle with just very quickly, if you on the other end are open to close your eyes for a moment. I would like to just honor the ancestors of the land on which my body sits on at this moment. And I would like to acknowledge the Tongva and the Chumash people for all of the knowledge it is that they have fought so hard for to protect. And I would also like to honor my ancestors and the knowledge it is that they also worked so hard for to protect. Alright, and we can open our eyes and start with today's herbal plant of the week. So today we are going to talk about rosemary. I know you can't really see it here, but the reason I have it in this little bowl is because we're going to burn some rosemary. So here we are. Just burning. Rosemary can be used as a smudge. We are called to use white sage when we want to purify and cleanse our bodies or our homes, but it's very important that we know that sage is in the brinks of being endangered. Folks are ripping out mother plants in the wild here in Southern California and selling them in new age shops for way too much money for folks to clear their homes of bad energy. But it's very important for me to share that we can burn other herbs and other plants. Do your research before burning anything in your home or near yourself or any loved ones. But it is important to know that we are responsible for a lot of things that are occurring with our plants, and many of them are becoming endangered. So do your research, know what it is that you're harvesting and gathering. Rosemary is a very common herb that we grow in our gardens. If you don't have a space to grow, reach out to a neighbor, to a family member or a friend that has a bit of land, and you can very easily grow rosemary. Rosemary is a Mediterranean herb that was brought over through colonization. And the reason why I bring that up is because it just shows the resilience of our ancestors. When something was brought over and our native plants were being taken from us, our native seeds were being taken from us, we said, fine, then we are going to use whatever plants it is that you are bringing over for our healing practices and to continue our traditions as healers and people of the earth. So rosemary is a bitter. If you have any at home, just take some time to take a little nibble and you'll taste the bitterness within your mouth. Fresh or dry, both work the same. Fresh is always better, of course, but if you only have dry, make sure that you are purchasing or harvesting or gathering from a friend's home organic, plant material. It is also very heating to the body. So the reason why I think rosemary is so amazing is because it's in our homes. We use it all the time. It's antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. It's an astringent. It's also stimulating to circulation, but also very calming, so a very aromatic herb. If you smell rosemary, many of us feel a sense of calmness. It's very nostalgic to some of us and whatnot. So some of the things that rosemary can be used for is congestion within the chest, within the lungs. It's great for colds and coughs and whatnot. You can prepare it in a honey, which is delicious, and you can take spoonfuls of that honey to assist with any sort of cough that you may have, especially the dry coughs, right, where the throat is inflamed and tender because we keep coughing and coughing and coughing. Honey and rosemary would be a beautiful combination, along with taking care of yourself through your diet and drinking lots of fluids and whatnot. Other than that, it is very easy to grow and has tons of vitamins and minerals. So it's rich in magnesium and iron and calcium, also vitamin A and vitamin C. So therefore it's beneficial to the immune system to keep one healthy through the cold and flu season, or simply just year-round, to be to use as a preventative herb and plant. There has been lots of studies to show that rosemary assists with hair growth, so you can find tons of videos on YouTube about that, but you can make a wash of it. So make a nice tea of your rosemary and put it over your hair when in the shower to promote hair growth or whatnot. It has also been shown to be beneficial to the memory. So drinking rosemary tea can also be something that you incorporate into your everyday or into your lifestyle, right? Rosemary, again, is so abundant. Let's use these abundant medicines to heal and comfort our bodies. So rosemary has been used for quite some time now in the tradition of curanderismo, which I'm a student of. I still have tons to learn, but I also practice what it is that has been taught to me through my maestras and my maestros and my teachers and whatnot. So it has been used. We use rosemary as a cleansing herb, again, for limpias, for herbal baths. It can be used for bajos or quote-unquote vaginal steams. I hate to use vaginal steams because it's so limiting. I believe that all bodies can benefit from steams, so just keep that in mind. This is why I refer to them as bajos, but very beneficial. So lots of information to share about rosemary, but I'm going to stick to the main points here, and that is, again, that rosemary is high in vitamins and minerals and can also be used to relieve headaches, nervous tension within the body, colic and colds. So again, that cough. You can make a tea, you can make a bath, you can make a soak for, say, just your feet. You can make a liniment, which is alcohol, rubbing alcohol more or less, and the herb itself to place on the body where you experience any soreness or muscle pain. Again, it can be used as a smudge. So one way that I thought would be easy for me to show you how to make some medicine very quickly is just to grab a little jar, and I'm going to add my rosemary to this jar. So you like to fill up the jar if possible. So rosemary is very easy to kind of pull off the stems. So just fill your jar up with plant material, more or less. There you go. And now I'm going to use apple cider vinegar, right? Oh, am I supposed to show that? I don't know. Raw organic apple cider vinegar. Fill it. To the top. Place your lid. Give it a little shake. Now this medicine is going to be good for, say, I can place on my salads. So as a salad dressing, it's delicious. And you can add to your vegetables or your soups, whatever it may be. You can take straight as well. This is just a vinegar-based medicine, right? But if you wanted to combine honey, you would do half honey, half apple cider vinegar, and that would be an oxymel. So that is also very, very delicious. If I just simply had honey, then I would do exactly this with honey instead. Fill it to the top of the jar, allow the medicine to sit for a minimum of, I prefer, 6 weeks, so that all of that goodness is working within the jar. Things are being extracted and pulled from your solvent, which is either your apple cider vinegar in this case, or your honey. And you can then take spoonfuls of that honey when feeling a cough coming, feeling a cold coming, or just simply to enjoy. Again, there's many studies out there that show that rosemary can be beneficial to memory. So many of us, like myself, I always forget where I put my keys, things of that sort. So, mild cases of course. There are extreme situations like Alzheimer's disease. There has been studies where, again, rosemary does show to be beneficial. But please do your own research. This is just something that I am sharing with you to encourage you to use the plants within your home as medicine. Food is medicine, right? So do your own research. I by no means want to have anyone stop taking any sort of medications and simply start taking herbs. That is not one healthy way to do it, of course. But trust in yourself. If for whatever reason any medicine makes you feel uncomfortable, just doesn't sit well within your body, listen to that. Your body is capable of knowing what is good and what is not for your body and your body type. So listen to those reactions when you do take herbal medicines. So this is just a fun, easy introduction to the herbal making classes that I will be showing here on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe below so that you can stay updated. We just had a class today here at our garden, and I'm very excited to continue to bring these videos to you so that you can try something new with your herbs and your plants and learn from them, sit with them, and take them as medicine to prevent colds and flus and headaches and to assist with fevers. There's so many wonderful medicines out there. Again, I can't stress this enough. Do your own research, and I will see you soon. So thank you for tuning in. Again, subscribe, share with your friends, with your family, and I will see you soon. So thank you for watching. Tlasoka matli. Goodbye.